Making smart contracts smarter. That's the headline of Orbs, which more than doubled in the last month. Is Orbs a good long-term investment? That's what we're going to look at. And we will do this based on statistics, as in how is the relative valuation of Orbs to Bitcoin or Orbs to Ethereum? How can we potentially time the market, right? Buy low and sell high. Is there a back-tested approach that historically worked well in the past? This rally in the last month certainly looks very impressive. But zooming out a little, we are pretty much at the same price compared to April of 2019. We didn't gain a lot, we didn't lose a lot. Now, in a universe where nothing else happens, this would be fine. The problem is in crypto a lot does happen, and so you've got opportunity cost. When you're buying Orbs, you want to get outperformance versus the safest of the cryptocurrencies. You want to outperform Bitcoin because we take on more risk by buying a small altcoin, and that additional risk has to be compensated for, right? Why take less return when you even have higher risk? And so what looks okay on a US dollar chart doesn't look that great anymore on a Bitcoin denominated chart. So this is now Orbs denominated in BTC, and this went down by 85%. Now, the only reason why the 85% don't look that bad in this chart is because this is logarithmic. This is the same chart on a linear scale. So we got a total destruction of capital. Now, there's a chart that looks even worse than that, and that might have more validity because there are correlation differences between crypto assets. In other words, some cryptos move very much in line with one another. So when cryptocurrency A goes up, cryptocurrency B goes up as well, and others don't correlate that much. A can go up, B goes maybe down sometimes it also goes up. They're less correlated. So correlation is a measure of how much do two assets move in tandem with one another. Now, if we want to distill the core price movements of Orbs, we have to find out what is Orbs most correlated to? Because the easy way is to simply just look at it relative to Bitcoin. But maybe there is something that moves more in tandem with Orbs. Now, let me show you something that most people don't know. This is a correlation matrix of various altcoins. We've got BNB and ADA and XRP, Litecoin, XMR, Doge, Solana, etc. And we've got here correlation coefficients. In the first column, we've got the correlation coefficients to Bitcoin. So how much do those prices move in tandem with Bitcoin? On the second column, we've got Ethereum. How much do the prices move in tandem with ETH? And see how those numbers in the second column tend to be higher than in the first column. In other words, altcoins in a broad general sense tend to be higher correlated to Ethereum than to Bitcoin. So if you really want to distill the price movements of Orbs, we should look at this relative to Ethereum rather. That should give us a clearer picture of where the current trend, the current momentum of Orbs is headed. So let's just do this. This again is the price to the US dollar. This is the price relative to Bitcoin. And here is the price relative to Ethereum. Orbs went down by more than 90%. And this is the same chart on a linear scale, not on a logarithmic scale. So if you don't catch these random pumps, 1700% pumps, if you simply just buy and hold, you would have done way worse in Orbs compared to just Bitcoin or Ethereum, and you took on more risk. So Orbs is trying to make smart contracts smarter, but as an investor, you definitely did not make the smarter decision getting into Orbs. Here's some interesting on-chain metrics on Orbs. Also, the activity is rather going down. This is the number of unique users. This is what a shrinking project looks like. Here's the value of token transactions, and here is the number of users. A very constant shrinkage. Now, I promised you some technical numbers to try to time these waves. And one way to do this is with moving averages. I want to keep this short here though. If you're following this channel, if this is not your very first video, you know exactly how this works. A very quick recap. The idea is to bet on falling prices whenever the price is below the moving average, and to bet on rising prices whenever we are above. And we want to determine what's the best simple and exponential moving average for that strategy. That's what we do this back test for, now to determine should we take the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 20-day, what historically worked the best. And with the data I've got here from April of 2019 all the way to today, we can run the macro, get the best simple moving average, get the best exponential moving average, look at the back tested result based on the duration as in number of days with a 0.2% trading fee. On the x-axis, again, we've got the duration of the moving averages. The best simple moving average is the 40-day. The best exponential moving average is the 21-day. And those are the ones that we see here in this chart. So you simply go to Trading View and then you add the moving average. You double click on the line and you can add 21 for the EMA and 40 for the SMA. That's historically what distinguished bull and bear markets the best for Orbs. Now, if this was a bit too fast, then feel free to check out similar videos on this channel where I explain this in a bit further detail. Backtesting those moving averages is simply just another tool in your toolbox. I personally don't buy Orbs. I don't really like the relative performance long term. But if you are currently riding this wave, those are the two moving averages to at least consider. The EMA is currently at 3.3 cents. The SMA is currently at 2.7 cents roughly. So you would still be bullish even if we fell one day by like 30%, simply because this current rally is so fast. Don't fall victim to bad crypto investments. Instead, join our Telegram. Link is down below.